because we have a major announcement. I'm coming off my vacation to break this news, Scott Jennings, but we are very proud here at Salem Media Group to announce the launch of the Scott Jennings Show. It's a new daily program that Scott will host every day. It'll be airing live weekdays from 2 to 3 p.m. on the Salem Radio Network. It'll be available on demand, of course, through all our platforms. We get a little piece of Scott Jennings here at the Salem Media Group. And Scott, may I just say, I couldn't be happier. Welcome to the family, my friend.
Well, thank you so much. It's an honor to be with Salem. It's an honor to be with you, Mike. And this company has legends, Mike Gallagher, Hugh Hewitt. You guys are the gold standard of, I think, conservative talk radio. And to be part of it was an honor to be asked. I'm happy to do it. And we're going to bring a little common sense. Like what you see on CNN, I'm having to talk over 5 people. At least for an hour, I'll just get to talk for myself. And we'll have a lot of fun doing it.
And, you know, I'm proud that you guest hosted for me one day last December, and you knocked it out of the park, but you did admit to me, boy, 3 hours is a little bit of a heavy lift. It's never as easy as people think it is. So maybe 1 hour is going to be pretty manageable, I think. Are you ready for the daily grind?
I'm ready for the grind. And when I hosted your show that time, I always respected you, but after doing 3 hours of radio, I thought, how does Mike Gallagher pull this off with such professionalism every single day? Because it's hard to do. You got to keep up with the news. You got a lot of work to do. So I've always been impressed with what you do. And so if I can do a third of Mike Gallagher, I think I'll be pretty successful. That's what I'm going to do.
No. You're going to soar. You're going to knock it out of the park. And look, everybody's buzzing about it. I mean, I've been sitting on this secret for a while, but it's really a big deal because we do greatly appreciate you. And I know that the dynamic of being on that Abby Phillips panel and your role as a CNN contributor is important because, you know, my buddy Mark Davis in Dallas says you got to go where the other voices are to try to persuade, to win hearts and minds over. I wouldn't be probably as exuberant about going in and debating people, but you seem to thrive on it. Scott, you've sort of mastered the art of folding your arms, sitting back, and letting them say what they say, and then you go in for the zinger. Do you enjoy it as much as you appear to?
I'm having a great time, and I have to give credit to CNN for putting this debating show on the air. It's really the only show like it on cable TV. And I think everywhere I go all over the country, people tell me they want the debates, and there's a hunger for conservative voices in mainstream media so we can have actual dialogue, actual conversation. And I think in the Trump era, one thing we've learned is we shouldn't ignore anybody. We shouldn't ignore any platform. Conservatives should feel emboldened to go into every corner of media, every corner of politics, every corner of every institution, and proclaim our values and debate and actually have conversation. I think when we do, the movement grows, and I think that's why this show on Salem is going to be another thing for me to do here, to take our message out into the world and say, here's what we believe about the news of the day. I'm just hearing from so many people across the country. The debates matter, and we're winning the debates, and the more debates we have, the better off we'll be.
The Scott Jennings Show begins Monday, July 14th on hundreds of radio stations all over the country, and I hope you check it out. And, of course, go to all the websites and the platforms and the podcast. In the couple of minutes we have left, let's talk policy. As you know, yesterday the Senate passed the big, beautiful bill. It's a huge deal, a great accomplishment for the Trump agenda. I've been holding my breath because I'm worried about some of these feisty Republicans who didn't seem to be on board. Now it goes back to the House. J.D. Vance had to cast the tie-breaking vote yesterday. It came down to the wire. But, Scott, it cannot be overstated that this bill has to pass if Trump's agenda stands a snowball's chance of hell of succeeding, right?
Yeah, this is the president's agenda. It's what he ran on, making the tax cuts permanent, additional tax cuts for working-class Americans, investments in securing the southern border, and generational welfare reform. I mean, look, I don't have any problem at all with Republicans going out into the midterm and saying, we kicked illegal aliens off of Medicaid. We told people who are able-bodied, who were literally doing nothing in their lives, you cannot collect welfare from this government while everybody else has to get up and go to work and earn what they have. This is a bill that Republicans can be proud of. It's the president's agenda. It is how he won the national popular vote last year. And so I'm glad the Senate passed it. Now the House needs to do the same thing. And look, there's time to do other stuff. There's time to do spending reform. There's time to cut the fat out of government. But right now, making the tax cuts permanent, investing in the southern border and securing it, and this generational welfare reform, these are things to be proud of for Republicans, and I think the president's political muscle helped get it across the finish line, and it should, because they sent him here to execute and operate, and they want Republicans to follow along.
I got a text message from a listener in Cincinnati, Ohio, who said, ask Scott Jennings if those people on the panel are ever nice to him off air. I think a lot of people are interested in those debate panels. Are they nice to you, Scott, or is it a little icy in the green room?
Oh, I think for the most part, we get along, and we do have some great conversations behind the scenes. Every now and again, you get somebody who's been out of shape. But my view is you just got to keep smiling and be good-natured about it. You can't take these debates personally, and I try not to, and I try to operate in good faith, and that's what I expect out of my colleagues, and 99% out of the time, that's what you get.
Well, all of us here at Salem are smiling about the Scott Jennings show, a new weapon in the fight for truth. I'm telling you, I've got this title for you, the CNN Common Sense Crusader. I'm going to run out and trademark it so I can look. I like the way it fits. I think it fits you nicely. We're thrilled that you're going to join us starting Monday, July 14th. Again, hundreds of stations around the country, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Scott, congratulations. Again, welcome to the team. I know we'll be talking a lot in the future. Keep fighting the good fight, and thanks for all you do, my friend.
Well, thank you for this breaking the news today. It's an honor to be with Salem. I'm looking forward to getting started, and we'll see you here on July the 14th.